Hello, welcome back to the NR2003 Boner Cup Series. We're here to finish off the West Coast swing at the Rocky Mountains of Colorado. First short track of the season, I'm pretty sure, so we'll see who's the best at the short tracks as well. How are we feeling about this race?
It's very exciting, It's a brand new track. Nobody in the field has raced here, so there's a lot of unknowns that we're going to see, and I'm really looking forward to it. Short tracks always really entertaining to watch, and you never know, maybe we could have a surprise winner today.
It's certainly great to bring NASCAR racing back to this area. The only racing that has ever been in this area of the country in any of the top three series is the Pikes Peak International Raceway, which has been inactive for some years now. So it's good to be back here in the Colorado area.
Track is pretty similar to the old Pikes Peak International. I think it's just more banking and stuff. But we have some stories to get to, and the first one is a return. We got Noah Gragson coming back from injury after that terrible flip at Auto Club. Can he bring that 42 car back to victory?
One driver to look out for today is Ryan Preece. He's known for his short track excellence, and we are at the first short track of the season. This could be the opportunity for Preece to potentially punch his way into the playoffs.
Someone that's already looked into the playoffs, Elliott Sadler. He won last week, and he does have a bit of a history winning on short tracks. Not too much stress coming into today, as he's already in the playoffs, but you never know. You always want to race for a win here, so maybe he could get it.
Alright, we are here to give you the starting grid. Once again, it's the Blue 2 Droner. And on the pole, it is Casey Mears, driving at Hendrick 25. Next to him, it's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Behind that, we got Landon Castle and David Stremme, followed by another RFK car and Trevor Bayne and Eric Jones. Behind that is the other Joe Gibbs teammate of Ty Gibbs and Daniel Suarez. And behind that, we got Ty Dillon and the Akuma machine next to his brother, Austin Dillon.
Carrying the CW branding for Go Fast Racing, Matt DiBenedetto starts in 11th. Beside him is the 23 of Joey Gaze. 13th place, the Cuban Missile, Eric Almirola in that famous Petty number 43. Alongside him, Carson Hocevar. 15th place goes to the Morgan McClure number 4 of Scott Wimmer, and beside him is the Red Bull 82 of Scott Speed. Behind him, normally a road course ringer, Marcus Ambrose starts in 17th, and as aforementioned in the pre-race, Ryan Preece is here in the number 47. To round out the top 20, AJ Allmendinger in the crawler number 16 is alongside Brian Vickers' former teammates.
In the next row, it's the orange sponsor 98 of Josh Wise, and to his outside, it's Johnny Sauter for Richard Childress Racing. Then it's the Zenless Zone Zero machine, the 38 of Todd Gillen, and to his outside, last week's winner, Elliott Sadler. Then it is Reed Sorensen alongside Justin Haley in the Kelly's car. Returning from injury, it is Noah Gragson, and to his outside, a driver who usually subs for drivers who got injured, Regan Smith. That is David Regan in the Colgate car, and to his outside, Travis Kafapel for BK Racing.
And behind that, we got the 22 of Sam Hornish Jr. next to Cole Witt. Behind that, we got Harrison Byrne and that Dex imaging machine. And Casey Atwood telling you that Ram is coming back to NASCAR. Behind that, we got Brian Scott in the Dollar Tree machine. And that's the closest thing to a home race that Michael McDowell has seen this season. And behind that, we got BJ McLeod and Gray Galvin. Behind that, we got Danica Patrick in the GoDaddy machine and John Hunter Nemechek.
And to round out the field, the H. Scott number 46 of Mike Lynette flies TMC colours today. Next to him, road course ringer Shane Van Gisberg, and also the Daytona 500 champion. And at the very back, for Rick Ware Racing, it's Garrett Smithley in that stylish red and black trophy tractor Ford Mustang.
And with that, let's send it over to the command. And here to give the command to start engines at Colorado, it's NASCAR stop motion boredom buster creator, Bank Cutterman.
What is up, everybody? My name's Faye Carbon, and I got one question to ask you. Are you ready? Without further ado, let's get this show on the road. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines!
Alright, very good command once again here at Colorado. It's a pretty quick run towards the line, so won't have to wait long here.
Someone I'm going to be looking straight at is Landon Castle in that Starcom 00. He's got the chance to make a big move off the start here. We're going to get to the restart zone.
And we are green. See how they handle turn 1 here. It's a very short run.
Castle
Very
losing
even
some
start.
time. Yeah, Stenhouse and Miz looking very good.
Stenhouse dives it, and he's gonna clear, I think. He does.
Big move for Ricky Stenhouse. More of a super speedway racer in today's age than a short track racer, but he's definitely got the ability to keep this if all goes well.
He's not too bad at the Bank Oval. He had a standout performance at Dover a couple years ago in the Cup Series, so he knows his way around these shorter banked ovals.
Yeah, and Dover's only in 2 weeks, so who knows? Maybe you could see a win there. Casimir still slowly keeping within the car length or so. Behind that,
But David Strimmy is not pulled away at all.
And someone that has also not pulled away at all, Landon Castle. I think that car does not have good race pace.
Pulling back a couple of spots. I'm surprised that the lead pack has, well, I say pack, it's about 2 cars. They've already broken away
Yeah, they're
from
gone.
the top 5. Miz actually gonna start an attack.
That could turn David Strimmy.
Turn 4.
No, it doesn't
Still
seem
very
like
close. Yeah, he's just
Doesn't seem
keeping
like he's
his
gonna have
nose in. Just staying in his mirrors, maybe intimidating him. So here's a move for third on with Austin Dillon.
Austin Dillon making big moves at the start of this race. He started 10th.
And the 6, the Trevor Bayne, I believe, is right there behind him, also in this battle.
And trying to rip the
He kind of
top,
puts
which
Strimmy. Yeah, he kind of gives Strimmy a draft into 3 and 4, and that lets him get around Austin Dillon. And it's actually going to be advantage for Bayne himself, as he's going to move past Dillon as well, using that momentum. Showing that you can use both lines at this track a bit. You just have to really know what you're doing here. I think the run off the top out of the corners is a bit strong, but once you're side by side fully with a driver like Austin Dillon there, it's a bit dicey. Then on the straightaway, able to just get it clear.
and he is. So he'll move up into 4th. And I've got the Gibbs teammates trying to make a move.
Looked a bit angry there, did Ty Gibbs, sort of shoving that 20 car out of the way. Move not made. But I mean, it might have been fighting up.
Ty Gibbs is known to not care about how he races his teammates, so not surprising.
Yeah, but he's at least kind of being respectful. He didn't dump him, so.
Yeah, it's pretty good for his standards.
And then see Ty Dillon moving into the top 10. Will might make a move on Daniel Suarez.
He's trying to redeem himself a bit, had that awful performance at Auto Club. It's kind of been a non-factor this season so far, Ty Dillon. And that Germain team trying to get a strong run here tonight.
Yeah, he was a complete non-factor last season, but he's actually turning it up this season a little bit and actually, showing up.
worth pointing out, as you see the ticker on the top left of the screen, it is 1.5 seconds between Casey Mears in second and Trevor Bayne in third. That is a huge gap to have at a short track. Guys further behind still racing, but Bayne has a lot of ground to make up, and that could play into fuel strategy. We're going to be seeing pit stops soon. Track position is going to be important. So he's going to want that gap to close up, but still have enough fuel to be competitive towards the other cars.
Though something that can close the gap is that before you know it here, lap cars will become a factor. Probably not too soon, but definitely eventually if we stay green.
Yeah, it's Van Gisbergen in last. He's coming out of turn 4, so about half a track between the lead and the man in last. So I think you're right. We are definitely going to be seeing something as these laps go on.
Look at that, a fantastic battle for 40th between BJ McLeod and Garrett Smithley.
Yeah, sorry, that's actually 41st. That's 40th.
Oh. Well, it's still fantastic.
John Hunter Nemechek, I feel like he's actually out of position here. In the current standings, he's 9th, quite solidly in the playoffs. Of course, a lot of time to go in this season. This is race 4, but uncharacteristic. And one race in this format can really change everything for you.
He's just kind of stuck behind Brian Scott. Oh, track a bit.
Yeah,
Gonna be able to get a wing here on 44.
Nemechek not shining when the lights are brightest. It's just the first nicer he does of the season, so...
Yeah,
The lights are in fact bright.
Colorado fans getting a real treat here tonight.
Shane Gisbergen actually closing up to the cars in front of him. Very unusually slow here.
Smithley moved the 46 up a bit. Oh, there they go!
Oh, Michael
46.
Annette!
Annette, and
Ooh.
Smithley's gonna come back up. Gisbergen barely avoids it.
And that's
Yeah,
going to
wow.
be a caution.
Like,
Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
slid
leads
way
them.
up the track.
Not what Stenhouse and Mears wanted to see. They wanted to pull away.
But that is what Trevor Bayne wanted to see, I think.
And the rest of this field.
Yes, let's go look at a replay. So we see here, so this is where the incident started. Kind of just, I think, gets loose and then comes across the nose of Garrett Smithley. Very good avoidance from Shane Van Gisbergen.
Yeah, Smithley didn't really back it down. As soon as Annette was on his front, Smithley just said, you know what, I think I'll go to the wall. Really bad effort from the both of those guys. A bit of an unnecessary wreck, but it shakes up the field. It's going to give us a restart. So, huge opportunity for some of the cars that lost the gap to the lead.
Well, cut to a commercial. As we see the wreck happening in front, and oh,
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Wow.
You'd do anything to get rid of this car. But who'd buy it with a CD changer that's stuck playing Limp Bizkit over and over and over? Just sell it to CarMax. We'll buy any car, even this one. Because that's the way it should be. CarMax.
Welcome back to the NR2003 Boner Cup Series. We're here for the restart. They're a pretty quick caution. Pretty big gap
All
on
these
the
drivers
outside
come
lane.
down to the lane.
Yeah, we saw the
all the
RP
drivers-
cars jump to the front.
Yeah, all the
Yeah,
drivers
pit stop.
came down pit lane under commercial. We skipped the pit stop thanks to Blue Crew.
Yeah, as always,
Didn't
thanks,
work
Blue
out
Chew.
though for Casey Mears.
Yeah, but it did
But
work out
actually,
for
he's
Trevor
gonna-
Bayne. He's gonna power pass to the outside and into the lead.
Dylan restarted
know.
third, but has gone to fourth.
And here's David Stremme, here's Ty Gibbs, Daniel Suarez.
Mark Stremme with the move.
Yeah, Stremmy's got a lot to fight for. His standings not too favourable, so a win here would lock up his season fairly early. Bit of contact through the field.
Yeah, we are
Ty Gibbs
beating
looks a
and
bit
banging
weak
here. Dive to the inside of Austin Dillon. He's not gonna get it.
Side by side. Stremme, Dillon, Gibbs trying to join the fight. Can't get to the wheel of them.
Very chaotic restarts here at Colorado. And
Look at
I
Matt
think that's helping
Benedetto.
Trevor Bayne pull
Yeah,
away.
Bain, big lead.
David Sherman gonna clear for fourth. Not quite. Here's Austin Dillon again.
Sends it in deep. Pulls that
Oh,
middle
wow.
lane. And he's
Powers
clear.
around the
outside.
outside.
Tiger's putting the bumper, but he's gonna get moved by Matt Benedetto himself.
Benedetto, we haven't seen him before that first caution came out. Things going well for that Go Fast team.
A very good run for Matt Benedetto here. Lovable underdog.
Pretty wide back there. I think it was Ty Dillon, Daniel Suarez, DJ Allmendinger.
Now Ty Dillon as well.
They're going to get Brian Vickers involved here.
Three wide,
Suarez
very
down a
four
bit, has
wide.
to back out of here.
Ooh.
Oh, he might get turned up to 20. Very close call.
Oh, he just got very loose there.
Wow.
Good save from Daniel Suarez.
Eric Jones was driving hard earlier with Gibbs next to him. Now, a few spots behind, he's still going just as hard.
Yeah, I think he had a terrible pit stop from the 20 crew. He had to claw back forward.
And I said it at the start of the race, again, you can see that ticker. 3 seconds is the gap from first to second. Trevor Bayne is way out front at the moment.
Yeah, we saw Stenhouse do the same thing, so ooh. And he's
Oh,
gonna
wow,
get
the
turned.
17.
Oh.
Oh. Get turned for David Stremme.
Speaking of,
No caution.
he's going to merge
Oh,
back onto
wow.
the field. Ryan
They're just
Priest
going to
gets
hold
behind
the
that.
line
Joey
and it's
Gates.
not gonna, and it's going to cause more chaos. The 23.
No, they
Lights
still
up.
save
My
it.
goodness.
And it's gonna suck up
How did
everyone
NASCAR
here.
hold the line?
Shocker,
Oh my
that was
god.
a lot of caution.
That is what Trevor Bayne wanted to see, though, was track is still green.
Wow.
A lot happening there in, what, 2 corners? Big move. But we're still kind of civilized at the front. Not that we were, as
Yeah.
Hocevar and Ulmendinger. Side by side, Ulmendinger, no speed, is going to merge back behind in this fight for 7th. Jones still taking off Ty Dillon. Scott Wimmer could be in the mix as well. He's got a good run. Travis Grapple behind him.
Here's Marcus
Already
Andrews as
back
well.
to home.
That high lane is looking really good for overtakes here.
Yeah, it looks like it's getting better as the race goes on. Marcus was going to put the bumper to Ty Dillon, tell him to move on.
That's a good point as well. Obviously, new track, new surface, not been rubbered in. So unpredictable, any lane can really work out.
It's really
As
grippy
it has
down
been.
here, especially with the cold conditions.
And we're looking to go side by side, Dillon and Gibbs.
Like it's going to rip the top.
And look at that corner exit. He's going to get right up alongside Austin Dillon.
The high line is just so strong coming out of turn 4 here.
Yeah, but seems like the inside is better into turn 1, which makes this very interesting. As Ty Dillon finally clears. No, not quite. Austin Dillon's going to dive back in.
Look at get loose here.
Like nearly clear, but he is.
There he goes, Ty Gibbs.
Big move by the 54.
And he's already pulling a gap on them. Also, Nolan gonna give a slight nudge to him, telling him to get out of the way.
Manufacturer teammates, of course, Childress, Hendrick, both two organizations. But you have to find friends where you can on track, and they're not really doing that.
Yeah, and here's Matt DiBenedetto coming up to this fight. He's gonna go around the outside of Austin Dillon. Casemir's gonna block
he's had
that
a
a
front
bit.
seat to see what Gibbs did.
All these cars up here are top team except for this Go Fast team with the 32 up here. Small team getting it done.
A great run from Matt DiBenedetto. Then we got Brian Vickers and AJ Allmendinger.
Started next to each other. They've kept themselves together. Allmendinger just didn't really look like he was moving from the glimpses that we saw beforehand. More so trying to stay behind Vickers than move to the inside or outside. Dillon's moving down. Vickers going to get past, maybe 3 wide.
Quite.
Allmendinger backed out of it a bit. Nope.
Brian Vickers trying to make a move on Matt DiBenedetto here.
Oh, the 20 pushed Dillon into the corner a bit there. Not able to make a move or anything.
Now H. Allmendinger's going to rip around the outside of Austin Dillon.
Real mixed bag here in terms of manufacturers and positions. Top 3 of the 4 manufacturers that we have here. Dodge's mostly nowhere to be seen. I couldn't actually tell you where the first one is. They're that far back. There we go, Elliott Sadler.
Running about 15th or so. He's gonna. He will get cleared by Scott Speed.
Yep, and he's just in that zone, turn 3 and 4. Speed's going to get ahead. Nothing you can do if you're on the bottom. And it's worth noting. I was going to say, I've just seen the ticker. Ty Gibbs is in the lead. He's actually coming back.
This looks like the pit cycle has finally started.
Our first green flag pit cycle of this race. Gonna be very interesting.
We had a gap of about 5 seconds between Bain and Gibbs. That went down. Wondered what happened, and there you go. Into the pits comes Ty Gibbs.
Yeah, and there's a few other cars. Two back markers as well. There's the rest of the field. Oh.
Contact between the front row cars.
Not ideal.
No, miscommunication there.
So here's Trevor Bain.
Have to presume he's got the lead here. It didn't look like he came in with anyone or came out with anyone.
You know, see where Ty Gibbs is. I don't know if he came out already, but
surely going to be traffic. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
cars merging.
There's lap traffic.
These cars are going a lap down. You see Gisberg and Smithley. I think that was Gregson back there. So Josh Wise.
Josh Wise, yeah.
Looks like 47 had some damage. I don't know where that came from.
No clue. But here's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. He's going to come out ahead of Ty Gibbs.
Great pit stop
Great
by the
work from
RFK
the-
team.
Yeah, the RFK pit crew's coming in, and I think it was a very heads-up move by Trevor Bain's crew chief to bring him in early. He kind of beat everyone and might extend his gap when all is said and done.
Yeah,
he has to deal
well,
with it now.
looking back at the ticker, it looks like a bit of time lost, but still a big gap. 4 seconds between Bain and Gibbs.
Yeah, it seems like he lost time on Gibbs but gained on everyone else. Everyone else was 7 seconds back before the pit stop. Now they're 9 back.
Trevor Bain, lapped car sandwich there. Moving back up the field. Stenhouse and Gibbs right next to each other. This is 4 position.
The 17 doesn't appear on the ticker. See, not.
Unless it's not, that's a fair point.
Yeah, I think
Something
he is a
happened
lap
to him?
down, actually.
Something must have happened to Ricky Stenhouse because he was a top contender. We all thought this was for position because he's been up front the whole entire race, but it's not.
You'll have to see what happened there. As Gibbs, struggling to get past him. That shows you the speed.
And there's another car that was in the top 10 that's going a lap down, Carson Hocevar. And he just came out of the pits. So a couple of cars with issues today
That'd be a penalty.
on this
yourself.
pit.
Yeah, penalty always worth considering.
Oh,
close here.
sketchy. And the 17's actually doing a big favor to his teammate right now by holding up Ty Gibbs like this.
Yeah, Carson Osavar seems to have lost a few laps for repairs of some sorts. We don't know what.
That makes sense. It is the 77 team. They are known to have mechanical failures.
That's very true. I know they're going to hold up Ty Gibbs a bit. Everybody's so slicing
Sierra,
through
we
lap
have gone
traffic.
past. Yeah, he's gone past Josh Wise, and now he's up to Sam Horner Jr. Look at Michael Annette. He had a pretty bad crash earlier, and he's been kind of getting through the back of the field. Some good fight from the 46 team today.
It seems like Gary Smithley took the worst of it after the fact.
Trevor Bain looks like he's in no rush. I say that, he gets a bit close to Sam Hornish.
Maybe he should be in a rush. No, he's going to go around him. But he's stuck in a lap trap sandwich.
If his teammate can
Yeah,
keep playing
cool,
blocker, he has a lot of leverage here. Now,
Sits steady behind the net.
these lap cars holding him up too wide have let Josh Wise kind of draw back in. You don't want to let him back by. Garrett Smithley there too. And Smithley, if he gets to the 46, might not be very happy about what happened earlier. And Bain wants to be no part of that.
Yeah, this is very much the danger zone for Trevor Bain.
Because they're going to take
Very
the 23
dangerous.
3 wide. Okay, the 22 Hornets backs out.
Trying
Smart
to pick and
play, I
choose
think.
his spot where he can. Takes the high lane. He's going to get past Hornish, make a run for Gase. But no, dies. Gase actually maybe going to pass the net. Doesn't get the
The
exit.
good thing about this is that let's just highlight this intense back of the field. They race hard back here. You see the 88 of Shane Van Gisbergen coming back out on track. He just took a pit stop. That's his second, I believe. So maybe something with the
Possibly a lot
88.
of issues up and down the field.
Yeah, we are pretty high up here in Colorado, so maybe some mechanical issues.
Yeah, the higher elevation could be something the teams haven't prepared for. Who knows how that'll affect your car.
Well, with it being a new track, obviously SMI data references always big in this series. I mean, what do you compare this racetrack to? I'd say something like Rockingham, but it's not exactly there, so there could just be falters with teams going with certain ideas that aren't really playing out for them.
Yeah, it could be some sort of, like... It's a little bit like a shorter Iowa or Rockingham, I think. Especially with the curved back straightaway.
Trevor Bain holding steady. I'd like to see what the cars behind him, where they are at the minute. So we've got a great battle here, but
Yes,
it's not necessarily for the most important finish position.
Gibbs has gotten past the 17, but he's still dealing with Carson Hocevar, who is never an easy driver to pass, no matter what lap he's on.
Shocking thing for me, third place right now, Travis Quackle for BK Racing. He's about 9.5 seconds off the lead.
Wow.
He's
He is
holding solid here.
running on his own though. Maybe it's good. No challenge from Mears behind in fourth. Mears has his own problems.
Sadler.
Yeah,
He's been rallying through the
battle
field.
is.
Sadler was near the back of the top 20 earlier in this race, and now he's going to get to fifth, or fourth actually. So, great rally from the 19. They're proven race winners trying to make their way through the field here tonight.
Yeah, very
Motorsport.
unusual circumstances at Sonoma that got them the win, but you take them as they get.
I mean, I think Dodge is the very much the smallest manufacturer in this field. Always the underdog when they come to these tracks, and it's worked out for them once. Possibly could work out for them again as we see Casey Mears and Matt DiBenedetto going to it. Mears backs out, but still gets ahead. But DiBenedetto has that all-important high line coming into turn 3 and 4.
Matt DiBenedetto, sponsored by VCW, home of the Boner Cup Series.
Yeah, home of
He's got a root on him.
Saturday night
And
college
he's
football.
clear.
Yeah, there he goes.
You can get
all sorts of great shows
Saturday
in this
night.
PW.
Saturday night Pac-2 college football with the iconic 2 teams in the Pac-2 conference.
We got the NXT, the WWE Wrestling. They're on Tuesdays. And these guys are wrestling right now. They were, but DiBenedetto gets fairly clear of Miz.
Look at
It's now
this,
Vickers and Wimmer.
Absolute gaggle of cars back here.
Scott Wimmer with a great run tonight for Morgan McClure.
And we got Mears, Vickers, Wimmer, Allmendinger. There's Eric Jones, Scott Speed, Austin Dillon, his teammate Johnny Sauter.
You know, Scott Wimmer, I don't actually think he's made a points-paying start so far this season. He was there for the duels. But,
Yeah, I'm not sure. He might have made Auto Club, but that's it?
I don't see him on my standings list, so what a great run for this team if it's their first race, which I think it is, to be right up here battling for top 5, top 10.
Yeah, they do have
And
an
if you're able to
RCR
qualify-
alliance, so...
If you're able to qualify in like that, you got to make the most of your opportunity because you got to get into that top 35 to try and lock yourself in for these races.
Yeah, after the 5th race, we go by this season's owner's points instead of the last. You see,
Bain
Kirby making
in
a
the
pit
pit.
stop. But we're just gonna skip his pit stop. Here's Ty Gibbs.
Have to think this is the last of the day where 81 of 120, these laps have just flown by, coming to the end, ending well, third of this race.
But don't count out any weird cautions or anything. We
we've
do have
seen it
overtime as
earlier.
well, if possible. As
Lane comes out ahead of
Speaking of
Suarez.
which, caution on the speedway. There's a
Oh.
car on the apron there.
It's
Casey
Casey
Mears is
Mears.
doing so good.
He's going to merge straight up on track. Yellow is out. Flagman waving.
And
how does that affect the field as we started the pit cycle?
yeah,
I
that's
think
like
Bane
the very
was
start of
very
it.
lucky if the car's in front here.
Let's
Oh
look at a replay while we figure out scoring.
Automatic freshness, softness, and static control has never been easier with the Bounce dryer bar. I just stick it to the inside of my dryer, and I never have to remember.
Old Spice body spray makes you smell like power! It's so powerful it sells itself in other people's commercials. You smell like outdoor freshness.
You smell like power.
Yeah, I do. Power! Power!
We see here this replay of the accident. Mears running ahead of Wimmer. Wimmer racing him pretty hard. You can see wheel to wheel through turn 1 and 2 down the backstretch. Mears is on the high side and he's gonna go down to pit, and that's where Wimmer catches him. No idea he was catching. Wimmer keeps going. I think Eric Jones would have hit of it, but around went Casey Mears. That's a disaster for that 25 team. And I really want to see how Wimmer's affected, because that was quite a big hit. Just straight to the rear of a slowing car.
There's no communication between the two spotters. I think you'd have a hand out the window maybe for Mears, but nothing. Just I don't even know if Wimmer knew he was pitting at all. I don't think he had any way of knowing that would happen, and they were racing so close together, and it was such a sudden stop that the four couldn't do anything. We have the hit-go on board with the four of Scott Wimmer. See, just racing by Casey Mears for position, and then just that sudden stop, and nowhere you could possibly go for Scott Wimmer, and you just hate to see it for this small Morgan McClure team. Probably gonna back up the shop a bit with that one.
But we'll go to a quick commercial, and we'll go back to the restart after.
I'm going on a date. You boys behave.
Where did he find a date?
He found her on farmersonly.com.
Oh,
She's cute for a human.
let's cancel the date.
Why would we do that?
Why not? Here he comes. Let's get out of here quick.
But I didn't cancel. Boys, get back here.
You don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com.
We welcome you back to the Boner Cup Series on the CW. We've just had a long caution. We've got pit stops here in Colorado. We're going to take it to the green, and what a shock this top two is. Travis Quapple and Elliott Stadler. Guys in the back, it was a disaster for Trevor Payne. As we're going to go green here, and neither car really going. Sadler gets the best of it.
Into the corner at the Apple. But no, Sadler, that outside lean so strong out of the corner. He's going to get it.
Gone already. There's going to be a difference in speed with how well the equipment of these teams are. Eric Jones for Joe Gibbs, another big-time contender, looking to get past Popple here, as Sadler is going to run away. We've seen that a lot in these restarts.
Yeah, Eric Jones not
Fortunately
finding
for-
it easy to pass him.
Fortunately for Scott Wimmer and the Morgan McClure team, they've stayed up in the fight, despite the incident with Casey Mears.
He's still in the top 5 here.
Big hit, that last accident. They've done a very good job to keep it here, and it's really impressive that they're still fighting.
And they're all just kind of stuck behind Travis Quapple.
I mean, he's not even, the 20 isn't even on his bumper. He has a bit of a gap.
Yeah,
He's about
Sadler's
in
also...
between.
Sadler's not really
Which one?
pulling away from him as much as Carl Bing did before.
Eric Jones under fire from Wimmer. Behind them, Suarez and De Benedetto. We saw De Benedetto go to the high side, but he's not made it. Austin Dillon, Brian Vickers there too. This is very compressed, but we're mostly single double file. Everyone trying to figure themselves out.
These Wimmer trying to move to the outside.
Going back to the well does not pay off yet, but he's getting closer and closer with every lap. Suarez now to the inside.
Or might not have quite as much speed due to that hit, but still, I mean, it doesn't even look like it. It looks like he still has it.
Yeah, he's making it
As
work.
the 20 to the inside of Travis Kafapel. I mean, it's got to be a bit frustrating for Eric Jones to be competing with these two cars. You'd think he'd be way faster than the BK Racing and Morgan McCord cars, but they're fighting him really well.
He wasn't in the ideal position onto the front stretch. Keeping up with Wimmer though.
Pass him.
Suarez goes for a big dive. Trying to lock himself into the postseason just like Shane Van Gisbergen has.
Yeah, but unlike Shane, he's at least very good in the point standings. I think he's second right now.
They're second in points, only to Sadler, who is leading this race by now.
Yeah, Sadler already locked into the playoffs, so this is just going to get him more playoff points.
Benedetto still keeping high. Austin Dillon as well. He's been there for most of this restart.
Yeah, Austin Dillon just kind of following Benedetto through.
Wimmer under fire, gets past. Is he clear?
Yes, he is.
Look like it.
And this one seems like it's going to the underdogs. Look at that. Behind Sadler, it is BK Racing, Go Fast Racing, and Morgan McCord Motorsports taking up second, third, and fourth.
But don't count out Austin Dillon yet.
He's trying to put a stop to that. They're Alliance teammates, though, so it probably won't go too hard on the 4.
Yeah, but is the 4 going to go too hard on the 3? Kinda is.
That's going to clear him.
He's got every right to go hard, I think. It's a huge points day for him.
He's very good to predict Ilnert's points as well.
Yeah, those 3 teams, they need this.
Waffle not cracking under pressure, holding on to second very well here.
Yeah, shades of Ryan Newman here.
The Benedetto not committing to that high side. He's going to be under pressure now from Wimmer.
When you saw Kafapel first on that restart, you thought he was just going to drop like a rock, but he's been staying solid like a rock. And just kind of parking in front of that 32. The Benedetto trying to go on the low line, but it's not going to do anything. Actually, it's going to put a gap between him and Kafapel.
Yeah, but that's the only drop he has is to Elliott Sadler up front.
Sadler's in his own time zone right now. Mountain time. How about Sadler time as we're going to go to lap 104 here? 105 now.
Just daylight savings here. Here it's all Elliott Sadler up front. There's a small gap between Matt Benedetto and Scott Wimmer here.
Looking to go bumper to bumper, 73 and 32. Benedetto just can't get past though. He needs to try and commit to that top lane. Quapple blocking him though.
Yeah, Quapple moving up with him.
And that puts Wimmer back in the fight. De Benedetto goes low. Doesn't send it in enough. Or does he? Exit's going to be crucial. Not
Gonna lose out
clear.
here. Yeah, but here's Scott Wimmer.
Dylan going for it now.
Scott Wimmer going to be on the outside though, so he will have the speed here.
Back to mostly single file.
And the gap for Sadler increases with every lap here.
Yeah, up to 4.4 seconds. Checking the ticker right now, it's going to update momentarily.
Once the
He's
73
already
passes
at
the
the line.
line. And about maintains the gap there. Not closed in a tiny, tiny bit, but nothing to worry about for the 19.
Benedetto
Yeah,
goes
especially
low,
now.
everything's way back to Quapple.
Dylan to fourth. He's
Drag
cleared
race
of
to the
four.
line. Quapple has it.
Up the four, rushing back. Scott Wimmer trying to hold on to that position. Rocketing around the top. Maybe trying to get to the 32 as well. Going for a big move on the 73 and 32. Right there. What a run on that lap from Scott Wimmer. Just an absolute heater.
Here we go, dogfight, 4 cars for second place. Suarez could easily get to them in time for the white flag and for the checkered flag.
Yeah, this isn't
We are
even for
under
the
10
win.
to go. We are under 10 to go. All bets are off for whatever points you want to get out of this race. As long as the caution doesn't come out, it's clean sailing for Elliott Sadler. But second is still a debate.
Yeah, don't forget, we can still get overtimes in this series. So, Sadler's still not clear yet until he crosses that white flag. So,
Landon Castle's got a problem, he's smoking.
There's another
And that's
mechanical
what Ford
failure.
can get there. Such a
Started
good
high
ball
up.
flying now. Sad to see it in that one.
Went through the
As
field
we're
There's
of
still
another car.
side by side, that was Eric Jones and someone fighting.
It's
Almirola.
Suarez.
Almirola
Oh,
Oh,
is in the
43 wall.
wall.
If you are Sadler, you just want them to hold that flag if anything happens.
yeah, they did hold the flag once, so maybe they can do it again.
Oh,
they're actually
43.
hitting.
Oh, car spinning.
Is there must have been a change in strategy, look at that.
And
Most
Sadler's
of the
hitting
field
too.
is
Going down.
That's almost the entire field
Yeah,
in on one spot.
I think Eric Jones might be the highest car that didn't pit yet.
He's
And now he
coming in.
comes
I
out.
think, did Sam Hornish stay out? No, yes. Sam
Yes.
Hornish.
Michael
No.
McDowell.
Yeah, it's Michael McDowell.
Docker at the end of this race.
See if he can make
Can
it.
McDowell hold on to that
No.
tank?
There
No.
he
No.
goes.
No, God.
A
That's Travis
miscalculation by everyone, maybe.
Where is
Yeah,
the
I-
19 though?
I see the 91 there. That's Sadler's teammate. There's Davis Stremme as well.
You see the ticker now, it's saying Sadler's 5th, but surely he's going to come out as 1st. 118
Yeah.
now, 3 laps to go.
And there's the 34 in the pits, so he will definitely be the leader.
Yeah. He is ahead of David Stremme, who might be pulling something with the pits.
And there's
And now I
Michael
think he's just out
McDowell.
there. Stremme.
Remy must have made a huge jump. Waffle in 4th,
Maybe it's-
Wimmer 5th.
Maybe took 2 tires or just a massive pit stop from the Ganassi team to put Stremme in position for second.
There you go,
Yeah.
Stremme in 2nd with 2
Yeah,
to
where-
go. Soon.
Where was
to
Michael
become the white.
McDowell before this?
Yeah, that call to stay out late seems to have paid off for the 34. He's
Yeah,
gonna get big
Ellie
points
Sadler
there.
already took the white. He's way clear. Through turn
He's
4.
going to go back to back. Won last week at Sonoma. Wins this week in Colorado. What a race for Elliott Sadler.
Dodge is back, and they're going back to back.
Remy second. McDowell third. What a brilliant run from him right at the very end. Popple fourth. Wimmer, who you're looking at now, fifth place. What an effort by all of these teams.
Yeah,
Real
look at
big surprises in this top 10.
a lot of them, in fact.
CW car come home in 6th for Go Fast Racing. Great day for them.
Actually,
it's
yeah,
a double
Casey
number
Atwood,
for Everham.
Heavenham teammate.
Yeah, great day for the Dodgers.
Hey guys, NASCAR driver Josh Balicki here, driver of the number 91 Mando Chevrolet. Your pit crew can make or break your race. Your pit crew can win you the race, and that's where I think the Mando products come in handy. In these race cars, it gets to 130, 140 degrees. Your suit's full of sweat. There's days where I lose literally 6 or 7 pounds. Before I used Mando, there were times when I could smell myself, and it's not pleasant. I started using Mando, and after the race, I was with my sister. I asked her, I'm like, do I smell it? She's like, no, you're good. I'm like, are you serious? The deodorant works phenomenal. I'll never switch to another brand, honestly.
Alright, so that was a very fun race at Colorado. Saw Elliott Sadler pick up his second win of the season to mark himself even further in the playoffs.
5 more playoff points in the bag.
He is the points leader by 26 points over both David Reagan and Daniel Suarez, who are tied for second. David Reagan does get the tiebreaker because he won. Then we got Brian Vickers, another really good run from him, and then Eric Jones, and then Eric Amarola, John Hunter Nemechek, then Harrison Burton. We'll give it over to you.
Then rounding out your playoff grid is Michael McDowell, who had a big pit call today to get him up in the points, followed by his teammate Todd Gilliland, then AJ Allmendinger, Austin Dillon, David Stremme, Garrett Smithley, who has been hanging on in that Rick Ware racing car. Travis Kafafel is the last one in after a big day here at Colorado. And then the cars just outside the playoffs, Matt DiBenedetto, another great day today. He has 4 points back. Then Justin Haley, 6 back. Stenhouse Jr. is 7 back. Michael Annette, after eating some delicious keyboard crackers, is 6 or 7, 8 back. And then Carson Hocevar is 9 points back in the Dente machine.
But that will do it for this race. Next time out, it's the end of the West Coast swing as we're going to Nashville. So, see some action in Music City. And goodbye.